Math Gad.
Welcome back everyone. Welcome to today's video in which we're going to be learning how to solve a linear quadratic system of equations. This time we're going to be using the method of substitution. You guys have previously watched how to solve this same type of problem, but using the method of elimination and also using the method of graphing. This time we're going to be using the method of substitution, so the steps and a small practice. So let's begin. So guys, the first thing we're going to be learning is how to solve a linear quadratic system of equations by following three basic steps. The first step is that you're going to solve for y in both equations. The first thing you have to know when doing this is that you're not always going to be given the value of y isolated. So if y plus 1 is equals to x plus 7, in order to isolate or solve for y, you're gonna move everything that is not that y to the other side, and now you're gonna have your equation isolated or solved for y. You're gonna do this in both equations, the linear equation and the quadratic one. The second thing you have to do is that now that you have found the values of y in both equations, you're gonna substitute by expressing y equals y. So you're gonna put whatever you got in the first one and whatever you got in the second one, and you're gonna equal them. And now you can solve like terms and solve the equation factoring it generally to get the solutions. Let's try tackling a problem, guys. So guys, as you can see in this problem, you have the first one, which is y equals minus 5x plus 38. In this equation, which is a linear equation, you already have the value of y solved, so you don't have to do anything there. And the same thing goes in the second one, which is x squared plus x minus 2, which is the quadratic one. Again, you have the value of y already isolated, so it has cut down the work in half. Now, in the second step, you remember that you have to equal y equals y. And now you're going to put whatever value you got of y in the linear one equaling whatever value you had of y in the second one, or the quadratic one. Remember that this is the substitution method. So you're going to substitute the value of y for whatever you got when you isolated it. So in this case, the first one, when we isolate the value of y, we're going to substitute by minus 5x plus 38. And then in the second one, we're gonna substitute, and it's going to give us x squared plus x minus 2, which was already given to us in the first place. Now, in order to solve this equation, let's try moving everything to the right side. So we're gonna get x squared plus x minus 2, and then that minus 5x is going to be moved to the right side as plus 5x, and that plus 38 is also going to be moved as minus 38. Now, in the third step, what you do is that you solve like terms, right? So you're going to get x squared on the right side, and then you have plus x plus 5x, and that is going to be plus 6x. And now you're going to get a minus 2 and a minus 38, and that's going to be minus 40. And you know that that is going to be equal to 0. See what happens, guys? You are left with just a single equation that we can now factor, as we have learned. So now we're going to factor this equation and equal it to 0. So we're going to put x and x, and then positive, because it's the first sign. And then we multiply the two signs. Positive times negative is negative. Now we have to find two numbers that when multiplied, they give us minus 40. But when they're subtracted, I'm sorry, because the signs are different. When they're subtracted, they give you a value of 6. So as you can see, 10 and 4, when they multiply each other, they give us minus 40, but plus 10 minus 4 is plus 6. So that is how you get that. Now, I'm going to be linking in the card or in the comments down below the zero product property, which tells us that we can factor both of them, and we can say that if the multiplication of two products or a multiplication of two terms is equal to 0, that means that one of the terms is equal to 0, at least one of them. So x plus 10 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 10. And then x minus 4 is equal to 0, so x is equal to plus 4. And that means, guys, that this problem has two solutions. And that is how we found it using substitution method for linear quadratic system of equations. So guys, feel free to rewatch the video, copy down the steps, and try solving this one on your own and comparing the answers. I will see you guys tomorrow with another example of a substitution problem. Bye guys! Check out these other videos to improve your math skills, and make sure you click that subscribe button to make the community grow. Follow ohmathgad in its social media accounts, drop a like, a comment below, and see you on the next one. Bye!